Well, hello, Coffee Time friends. How y'all doing? It's me, John and Momma, here with Coffee Time. If you don't follow us on Facebook, go to our page, Coffee Time with John and Momma. Hit the follow, hit the like, hit the notification, and share it with your friends. Okay, Momma. Yeah. Today's meal is a little bit unusual for us. This is a holiday type menu. So what happened?
That's what I dreamed about, I guess.
Mama dreamed about this lunch. Isn't that wonderful? Look how pretty Mama looks today. Did you buy this or did somebody give you that?
It was one of the friends sent it to me.
Well, it's beautiful.
I wore it for my birthday. And the earrings come with it.
Very good, Mama. Beautiful.
They did a good job, didn't they?
Thank you all for loving my Mama. Mm-hmm. All right, Mama. We're having ham steak. Now, what's a ham steak? It's just a big old thick slice of ham. We had this. What did we have this for?
We had it back in May for something.
Anyhow,
for
we sliced
my Mother's Day dinner or something. It was in May. Maybe it's the last part of May.
We sliced them up, put them in the freezer. And these are thick and thin. And it was a whole ham at one time. And we just looked at that. You can tell John cut that.
Kentucky Legend.
Kentucky Legend. You can tell I cut these because they're just, oh, look at that. Look. Thick, thin. I could not. You know, I used to, believe it or not judging from this, I worked at
not judging from this.
I worked at a grocery store one time, and it was night time, and I had to butcher and everything. I'll tell you all a story about that sometime.
So I'm
Mama's gonna show you this ham. Now, you watched time for this recipe.
It's been cooked and flavored up back when the whole ham was cooked.
And this is just a cooked ham. That's all that we done to it.
And I'm just gonna...
It was wrapped in aluminum foil and water.
Yeah.
And that was it.
And then I'm just gonna, this maple flavor syrup, I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit over this and put it in the oven.
This is pancake syrup, folks.
Just this. Just
and that's it.
That's it. Just a few little squirtles over it.
You can, if you want an option to this, you say, I don't want maple syrup on mine. You can trust me on this one. Some of y'all are gonna say,
I'm gonna get this in the
yes, ma'am. Some of y'all are gonna say, John, that's ridiculous. You can mix up grape jelly and yellow mustard
and brown sugar
and a little bit of brown sugar. Stir that up and put it on. It'll make a glaze. Grape jelly, about 2 tablespoons of grape jelly, about if I want to use real, probably what would you say, 1/8 of a teaspoon, Mom?
Yeah.
1/8 of a teaspoon of mustard, or 1/2 a teaspoon of mustard.
Brown sugar and jelly takes away from the
and
mustard.
About a tablespoon of brown sugar. Mix that up real fast. Whip it good in a bowl. Pour that over your ham. It's a wonderful glaze. That ham may have gotten that treatment.
I don't think we did.
Are you putting more on it, Mama?
It's ready.
She said it was ready to be empty. I'm just going to put it on there. She
One
did
more
squirt a little bit more. She had one squirt in it. She's throwing it away. So that all together, that whole syrup would have been probably 3 good tablespoons for 4 ham steaks. Now what'll happen, that'll heat and it'll roll off from there, but it'll just glaze it. You'll have a big water and syrup on the bottom, and it'll just sort of cook in that. But it's not going to be a sticky, syrupy mess of a ham. I'll show you when it comes out. Speaking of holidays, I'm making something that we mostly have on holidays. We have it maybe once other time in the year. And y'all have seen us make it, so it's not going to be anything new. Pineapple casserole. Look at that old recipe card. Now that card has been used. It's been around.
Show my old card.
Mama took this out of the book. I would never take this back out of that book.
Well, I took stuff out of it till I got it messed up. I've got to work on it anyway.
I told her the other day we need to go ahead and publish that book. Just send that in and say, publish this.
No.
Handwritten and all. Splatters, stains, you name it. Anyway, here's the recipe, but this is not what I'm going to fix today. Now, why am I giving you one recipe and doing something different? Because I'm that way. This is what we started out with, and I've modified it, changed it, rearranged it, and done my own thing. And I found it to be just as good and just as easy. So I'm going to give you both ways. This is the real way. Pineapple casserole. You use 2 cans of pineapple tidbits, drained. I wouldn't drain them, but it says to drain them. Reserve your pineapple juice in case you add some back, it says. 1 cup of sugar mixed with 1 cup of sugar mixed with 5 tablespoons of flour. 1/2 cups of sharp shredded cheese. 1 roll of Ritz crackers crushed. 1 stick of butter melted. Layer the ingredients as listed above. Bake for 30 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit in a 7.5 by 11 casserole dish. Add crackers and butter. Drizzle on top. Then put back in the oven and broil to brown and bubbly. Now that's what you're supposed to do. And that's not what I do. I'm going to show you what I do, and I've not had any problems, any complaints. And I've been making it this way. That recipe's 30 years old. But I've been making it this way for 25 years, I'm sure. I'm sure, because I made it this way for a while. One time it was a little dry, and I told Mom, I'm not draining it no more. I like the juice. The pineapple juice is good in it. Then the next time I changed something else, I didn't use tidbits, I went to crushed, because that's what we had. We liked the crushed better. So it kind of grew over time into what we do now. And what I do now is much simpler. And I'm going to open this can of pineapples. Yes, I see it has a flip lid. I don't use the flip lid unless it's just an absolute have to, because when you flip that lid out, they're handy. Don't get me wrong. When you flip that lid out, you got sharp edges and you got fur babies that could be hurt, and I just don't use it. This way, I'm still. You can open a flip lid in case you're wondering. Now, y'all heard that recipe. Here's mine. Let's tilt you down where you can see. We'll talk to you in a minute. I'm sorry I can't read comments from that far. So in this 9,
That's 8 by 8.
Mama says this is 8 by 8.
It fits better in our easy.
It fits better in the easy bake, but I don't change a lot of the recipe. Ours is just a little thicker, and I don't use 2 cans. Just use 1 can. You can use 2 cans. You may need 2 cans if you have a big family. We use 4 cans if we're doing it for the family get together. We make 2 of them. We tend to make, in case, if we're going to eat at the table, we'll make 2 of some things, like 2 broccoli casseroles. Put 1 on each side. Or if you've got a big buffet, put them side by side, let them use one, then you can just change out and use the other. Now I'm just swiping this butter stick in here to grease this a little bit to help with the cleanup later. And I'm going to take the whole stick of butter and put it right in this Pyrex measuring cup. And we're going to melt that, and then I'm going to show you. It says to cover with crackers and drizzle. I melt the butter and put my crackers in the butter and coat them. This is a whole can of crushed pineapples, and this can here is a 20-ounce can. And I'm just going to put the whole thing in there, and this is juice and all. And this is the whole can. Now it says a cup of sugar. Now I'm going to go a shy cup.
5 tablespoons.
I don't have the cup. I don't have the sugar.
The sugar.
This is
5 tablespoons.
This is the flour. Now what this is your thickening.
I don't know if you've got a cup of sugar or not.
Yeah, Mama, there's a cup in there. I ain't going to use the whole cup. So for this small amount, I'm going to use a 1/2 cup. And I'm just going to pour it right in there. Maybe a little over half. But I'm halving the amount of sugar that it would have been. I don't mind a little tart. I'm okay with it. Is it, Mama? Okay.
5 tablespoons.
This. Am I hearing thunder, Mama?
No. It's a truck out there, I believe.
A truck. 5 tablespoons here's the handy dandy tablespoon. 5 tablespoons of flour. Now I'm going to do 5 tablespoons of flour. Or maybe just shy, but I am going to do just real tablespoons. Meaning I am going to level them off. I'm not going to just say about. Does it need 5 whole tablespoons, Mama?
Not with half a cup of sugar, I wouldn't. I'd put about 3 maybe.
I'm going to put 3 in a piece, but you all just do 3. That seems like a lot. Seems like I did cut that back in my recipe world. Now here's your, all we have is a 20-ounce can of crushed pineapples, a half a cup of sugar, and 3 tablespoons of flour, self-rising flour. When you mix this up, it's just going to make a milky white mixture. That's all you're going to do. This is one of the simplest little casseroles. I don't know why we don't have this more often, because we love it, but it is a little sweet. People can use this for dessert, but it's delicious and it's so simple to make. This is just the half a cup of sugar, 3 tablespoons of flour. Yeah, that's going to be plenty of flour, I can tell. And it just turns into a milky, pineapple-y looking mixture. This is one of those recipes you're going to make, and people's going to go, pineapple casserole? Never heard of it. They're going to taste it, and they're going to say, that is delicious. Can I get the recipe? And of course, you're going to say, well, sure. That's all you do, folks. Simple, simple, simple. No draining. None of the other mess. Now all you're going to do is take this casserole dish, put it in the bake, and you're going to bake it. It says for 30 minutes at 350. In that little oven, which we can't get in the little oven, can you, Mama?
Not right. I'm going to put it in and take the ham out, because the ham just has to heat. And that has to bake.
Yes, ma'am. So that's it. We're going to bake that for 30 minutes. Y'all hang with us if you want to stick around. Hey, Mama and John. Hi from Ohio. Hello, hello, hello. I'm seeing wow faces.
What's wow face?
I don't know. Dear, have we got a wow? Pineapple casserole. Nola's got a recipe on here. Thank you, Miss Nola. Hi, I caught you live. Yes, we're live. You may catch us on a replay, but we hardly ever do pre-recorded stuff anymore. Used to, we only done it. But we miss y'all when you're not here, and we're looking for you. And after a while, you're like, why do we just do that all the time live? So that's what we start doing. Thanks for the hearts. Y'all are so kind. Through with that, and here's our butter. This is a whole stick of butter in here. Now these are yams, cut sweet potatoes, and syrup. There is a difference between sweet potatoes and yams. They're 2 different vegetables. Some people think they're just the way you cook them, but there is a yam and there is a sweet potato. We're just using cans. We actually have some fresh sweet potatoes. But we like the yams. We like the canned sweet potatoes. And Mama's got plans for the ones that we have in there to slice them and fry them. Can't fry the well, I don't know if you could. You could probably fry the ones out the can. Wouldn't be what Mama's wanting. Anyway. Now, what do we want with fried sweet potatoes? Probably we will have it with breakfast. You heard me right. That's one of the things we enjoy is biscuits and gravy, sweet potatoes fried, scrambled eggs, and sausage. Right, Mama?
Yeah.
And my daddy loved that. That was one of his favorite go-to.
They have fried sweet potatoes or fried apples or
Fried sweet potatoes or fried apples. We may even have fried sweet potatoes and apples. I don't know, because I have got a whole thing of apples here. It's going to have to be cut up because we've not eaten them. And these are just, and that's just a can of them, and Mama will doctor them up over there on the stove in a kettle. And that's it, folks. That's lunch. That's lunch. But I'm going to show y'all this right here first, and then we're going to chat, I promise. This is a whole tube, and we're using Townhouse, but Ritz is the same thing. We'll use either or that we have. Right here's what Mama's brought me to use. Just Townhouse Originals. Be careful with your Townhouses. Some of them have flavors. Some of them have got Italian or something flavor on when they're good. But if you're going to make a casserole, you want to just use plain. Now, I've seen different people crumble these up in different ways, but I would make a mess if I ain't mighty careful. And then I press too hard, and the plastic, I just take them out and give them a little crunch. Then when I get a few of them out, like that, and I can tilt them over, then I crunch them in the pack. They ain't hard to crunch up. Mama used to get mad at me all the time. Don't break them crackers up. Nobody wants a bunch of broke crackers to eat. Because I'd get a tube out. I don't know how I cracked them. I think I'd put them under my arm to carry them in there in front of the TV or something. Even though we didn't eat in front of the TV much, but you could eat some crackers, couldn't you, Mama?
Yes.
Popcorn and cracker. And I believe I remember eating peanut butter and jelly and crackers in a bowl in front of the TV when I watched TV as a snack. But we didn't eat no meals in there. You didn't take no food in there. Did you, Mama? No. We always sit at the table. At the kitchen table. Now this has had pineapple started with it, but it'll be fine. Now what I do is put them in here just like this. Now, this butter's hot, folks. Be careful. And then I just start sort of just working them down. They're going to crunch more. But I work them down into that hot butter. The recipe, and a lot of recipes tell you, cover with Ritz or Townhouse crackers, melt a stick of butter, and drizzle it on top of the crackers. And I do that, and then I have some crackers with a lot of butter. I have some with no butter. And I find by doing them like this, they all get better. Then I sprinkle them all on top, and they're all good. And the flavor goes through all of them. That's all you have to do. Now, every one of those crackers is nice and shiny. That tells the story. That tells that they are covered and ready to go. My mama taught me this little trick. Didn't you, Mama?
Yeah, I might have. Taught you a little stuff.
So there they are. Ready to go. Now, when that... I'm going to set that on that paper towel because it's hot. That butter's hot. When this is baked for about 20-25 minutes, we'll pull that out, we'll cover it, and then we'll put it back in there with the cheddar cheese and the crackers, and they'll let them just sort of broil and get them brown and bubbly on top. So what are y'all eating today? So glad to see you live today. Thank y'all for cooking today. Well, we're glad to cook. Pam, we're glad to be here, and I'm just glad to have internet. I told the Lord this morning, I said, Lord, don't let the devil knock us out of Sunday school. So maybe he had a plan. Maybe he needed it later. Maybe he wanted us to do it at 1 o'clock instead of at 9 o'clock. So we'll take what we got. So if you missed Sunday school this morning, we did just do it at 1 o'clock when I got back from church. And we posted it before this video. So what are y'all eating today? Comment down there where you're from. I know where a lot of y'all are from because we see yous every time. This is your people. This is your recipe, John. Nola. There's Nola probably put my recipe up instead of the original. That's what she's saying. Smoked rib sherry. We have Dr. Pepper ribs, and I'm wanting some. Mama, can we manage to have ribs?
Yeah, there's some in the freezer. You can have them any day you want to fix them.
We'll probably work that into the menu this week somehow. We make them in the crock pot with Dr. Pepper, and we love them. Then we put some barbecue sauce on them at the very end and let that kind of go. They're delicious. Absolutely delicious. I made shepherd's pie. We made that not too long ago, Sarah, and it's good. I do my cracker crumbs the same way. It works so much better, doesn't it, Lainey? It's just so much, it covers them. It's easier to do, to me. If I start drizzling, I'll have a big old pile here and a pile there, and I'll forget the corner, and then it's not the same. And you have butter, and it goes in there. I want it just on the crackers. Hi, John, from beautiful northern Cumberland, England.
Oh, wow.
North Cumberland in England. Well, Sarah Brown, welcome aboard. I see you got a top fan badge, so you've been here. I've seen you before, Sarah Brown, because I have a friend who's married a girl named Sarah, and her name's Sarah Brown too. John, make a cheese ball to go with the crackers. Laura, that would be good. I have never, Laura, that's a good idea. I've never covered a cheese ball with buttered crackers. I've used Townhouse crackers on a few, but I've never covered one with buttered crackers. We put nuts on, but buttered crackers would be good. Who else is here? Made zucchini bread. Oh, yeah. I love zucchini bread, Linda Allen. Tastes wonderful. I'm fixing fried chicken and corn on the cob. Oh, mercy, Kathy, that is good. In the husk. Kathy, you ain't going to be sorry. We had never done it in the husk, and it was really good. Now, Mama has a concern about the bugs and the worms. I guess you need to look at those husks and make sure they ain't none on the outside. Some of y'all said last night I cut too much off. But Mama made me cut some more off, but we could see a little black in there. But it didn't hurt it. They steamed well. You wet them, and then you put them in there, and they steamed fine. I don't know. I guess on the ends they thought it should have been cut. And some people said they didn't do anything to them. Put them in their husk, corn, and all. Probably would have peeled off better if I'd done that. But Mama was a little edgy about that, and so we had to make sure there was no worms or bugs that we could see. Jalapeno peppers. You know what, Daphne? I have got them jalapenos still over here, and I was going to fix them, but we only have 4. They're turning colors. They've turned orange. They have turned orange. I told Mama, we're going to have to fix them. I will try to fix them maybe soon. If they get too swivelly, I should have got some more. Had Mama pick up some more. Did they have any this week?
Yeah, I didn't even look.
Mama said I was looking for them things.
Oh, she already had some.
You ain't fixed the ones you got. You ain't getting no more. Is what she said.
That's what I really said.
We're going to cut them up and use them. I like jalapenos. Mama don't, not so much. I'll put these in the refrigerator. They're just sitting out over here. They turn pretty. Hold on a minute. I'll grab them. They've turned pretty. Well, I said they've turned pretty. They've turned pretty and shrivelly, both at the same time. I may not even be able to use these. They may be too far gone anyway. But look, that one turned orange. But it is a little shrivelly. This one stayed green, but it's turning. In here, the red ones, I probably should have put them in the refrigerator. This one I think's gone.
What, did it bite the dust already?
It's a little. Can I use that? I'm not a jalapeno expert. I know you can dry these and use them.
That might be tough, little fella.
Might be tough. We may have to start all over with a whole batch of jalapenos. The reason I didn't go right ahead and fix them is because I had planned on fixing like 8 or 9, and there's only 4. Then I thought, well, I'll cut them in half. Then I thought they won't hold the cream cheese. And I thought, well, this will make 8, which will be enough because Mama probably won't even eat them. So, I think that one's gone. Some jalapeno expert out there weigh in and tell me, is it too mushy? Can you still use it? Can you use it if it's reconstituted with some water? The green one I think I can use. I did want to do the stuffed ones. I've made them before, but I used like 8 and made like 16. That would be too many, really. Mama might not eat them. I think she will, though. Do you want me to make these, Mama, today?
I don't want them with my ham. I'm not tired of them or something.
Well, you don't have to eat it with your ham. What should I do? Smith, tell me. Bologna sandwich and peach cobbler with vanilla. Oh, that sounds good. Bologna sandwich is just good to me. I love, anytime there's a tomato involved, I can have ham and cheese, I can have bologna sandwich, and I'll call it a meal. It's not a snack to me. Sending love from Louisiana. Elaine, we love Louisiana. Elaine, I bet you know what to do with these peppers. I would not use the red one. Thank you, Debbie. Do they get old? Do they just get? The ones I've had have always been crisp. 2 of those are gone. Okay. That's what I thought. How's Maggie today? Lazy as a dog. Maggie, how are you today? I'm afraid if 2 of them's gone, 3 of them's gone. Because look here, these 3 look like brothers and sisters. They're all the same family. I think this green one's the one I got left.
That ain't enough to go with one. I got a plain green enough though. It's not jalapeno.
It's not a jalapeno. I think I've waited too long. Because look, if 2 of them are gone, I think 3 of them are gone. Look here. Do you not think? Let me hold them. Do y'all not think they're gone? I think they are, folks. I got 1 little pepper. I may make something of him this week. Cut up and put in freezer. Can I still use them, Debbie, if I put them in the freezer?
Put them in some coffee.
Covington, Louisiana hamburger. Ooh, that sounds good. Put it in cold water and it will be fine. Is that right, Janet? So I can put them all in cold water and they'll be fine? Roast them. I hadn't thought about that. I can take them out on the gas stove and roast them, couldn't I? Do you get my cookbook? Who sent me a cookbook? Who sent me a cookbook? Come back. Who said that? Keep cooking with Pam Davis. Yes, Pam, we did get your cookbook. Mama was just looking at it the other day. Miss Pam Davison sent Mama a cookbook. Y'all probably watch her. She's got a page on Facebook. Miss Pam Davison. Thank you so much. A beautiful cookbook. Mama, you know where Pam's book is?
Yes, it's right here.
Mama says it's right here where I've been using it. Now I'm looking at the pineapple and it's bubbling. So it could be about ready because it's been in there a few minutes. Do you get the cookbook? Yes, Pam, we got it. Right here it is. Miss Pam Davison. Y'all probably seen her on Facebook. It's a beautiful hardback book. Got some beautiful pictures in it too, Miss Pam. We'll be cooking some stuff. That lemonade looks delicious. I like to have that right now. Why can't we have some lemonade? We don't have much lemonade because it's too sugary. Mama got several birthday gifts. We've not even got them all out. Some of y'all sent some jewelry. Mama, what else did you get?
I got jewelry, a blanket.
She got some. One of y'all went. What you got? All them hot pads. I would call
heating pads.
Heating pads. What can I
and
think?
I got robes that I'm gonna wear this winter. It's
hooded.
It's like robe sweatshirt.
She's Mama in the hood now. I told her. She said, "Look at these. They got hoods." And I said, "Good. You can cover up that head and stay warm." And I said, "You'll be Mama in the hood now." I said, "Mama, you get your hood on."
The young teenagers can do it. Why
Young teenagers wear hoodies. Mamas can too.
Why can't old women?
We will show you all those one day this week. Mama, put that on the to-do list. We like to lay it all out here, try to find the names, because some of them don't have names on them, folks. We don't lose all those names. Some of them were shipped in here without a name. And you may even be telling Amazon, put a name on, but sometimes they're not. So sometimes we'll just have to...
Something went wrong.
Alexa thought she was wanting her.
Thank you, ma'am. Alexa, something went wrong. But anyway, we will show y'all this week. Mama, is the pineapple ready to pull out?
I don't know. I didn't set the time. I guess
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
It's been a few. I think it'll be alright. All you're wanting to do is get it hot enough to bubble so it'll thicken. The pineapples are fine to eat the way they are. the flour, you do want to cook the flour, but if you give the flour time to bubble, about 5 minutes or so, it's gonna be cooked. You can tell this is cooked. You can hear it. Y'all can hear it.
It's sizzle, sizzle.
Sizzle, sizzle. It's brown around the edges.
I'm gonna leave these for you in case you need to have it.
It's perfectly fine, folks. Just like that. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. This is fresh grated cheddar cheese, freshly grated out of this bag.
Is that enough, or do I need to get some more?
I think we'll make this enough, Mama. Because there's a little over half a bag. There's enough to cover it, and that's all you want. Just going to put this fresh grated cheese right on here. Use the rest of that up. Don't stick your hand in that pineapple, you'll know it.
Won't take you long to look at that.
Won't take you long to look at that pineapple. Okay, there's that. Easy, look at that. Voila! Now look at this. Those crackers, where I put them in there, these are super, super easy to spread on here. Anytime I'm spreading something on the top like this, I like to pile me up a ridge in the middle. Get them all out. That way you don't have any different textures throughout your dish. Get them all out just like this. And then I just start sweeping them over. Sweeping them, sweeping them. That way I don't have to like try to fill in here and go around. I guess it's just on the way you do it, but this is just the way I do it. That way if there's some that's crunchier or some that's something, they're all mixed in. There it is, folks. That's easy, simple as it can be. Can't get much easier than that anyway. Now we're going to put this back in and let it brown.
Huh?
Huh?
I'll get it what you're talking to.
Don't you want to talk to him, Mom?
Oh, I'm busy. I like to work.
I like to work. Okay, let me tell you a story. So, I told you I used to work at the grocery store, and I had to be the janitor too sometimes. I had to work in the meat department some. Well, at the time, I was working several jobs because I've always done that. I've always been on some adventure, and I've always tried to keep a job and then have an adventure job. I don't know, just craziness. But anyway, so at the current time, I was in college, and I was doing some night classes. And Mom was handing me these because she's scared.
Well, I was going to fix some rolls or biscuits, but those are good. I don't want them to get out of date before we use
These are delicious, folks. These are
the
honey,
flaky
honey butter jumbos.
They're like a roll.
They're like a roll to us. They're not advertised like a roll, but they are to us. Anyway, so I was substituting at the time. Also, my cousin had a flower shop, and I would go there after I get through substituting and work there for about 2 hours. I worked there from 4 to 6, so her other people could go home earlier. Didn't do a lot of stuff that late, but at least it was open. And so I would substitute, then I would go to the flower shop, and then at 6 I had to be at the grocery store. So that's what I would do. So we had a preacher come and take a church here in Jellico. And if you're watching this, comment. So he came and took a church. Well, that morning I was substituting in his brand new room. His daughter, first day of school. And so he knocks on the door, brings her in for school, and he says, I thought this was, I said, it is. She's out today, but I'm substituting. She'll be back tomorrow, all's well. And I said, but if she needs anything, we'll call you today. Or you can stop by or whatever, but just feel comfortable with her. She'll be fine. He said, I feel fine. She'll be good. So he left his daughter with me, and I had her for first grade, I think, second grade, all day. Come back and picked her up, and he said, how'd she do? So she's great. She's ready to meet her teacher tomorrow. All the kids have been telling her. He said, good. So he left. I left. Went to the flower shop. So, fast forward about 30 minutes, he comes walking in the flower shop to buy his wife some flowers since they just arrived to town. And he said, wait a minute, didn't I just pick my daughter up at school and wasn't it you? And I said, yeah, I work here too. I said, I work at the school. He goes, oh, okay. Can I get some flowers for my wife? Well, he picked up what he wanted. I bagged it up for him. He left. Fast forward another hour and a half, 2 hours. I was at the grocery store, and they say, John, can you go to the meat department? Somebody needs something cut. I go to the meat department. I come out the meat department door, and I swing the door open, and there he stands. And he said, no, absolutely not. I have been to 3 places in this town, and all 3 places you've been working. Are you the only person here? Is this like Green Acres, Mr. Drucker? You know, he was the male nurse, and he was on. He said, are you really the butcher? I said, tonight I am. He said, can you cut this ham? I said, I sure can. So I take the ham in there, I slice the ham up, I bring it back, I package it up, I bring it back to him. He said, am I going to see you anywhere else? I said, there's always a possibility. So he finishes his shopping. I take off my white butcher's outfit. And I go up front because I'm the only one there that night. And I was standing at the register, and he pulls his cart around to the register, and he goes, oh, hey, why not? You've waited on me all day. He said, I've taken my kid to school. You're the teacher. I've gone to the flower shop. You're the florist. I've come to get meat cut. You're the butcher. Why would you not be the store clerk? This is just, He said, I expect I'll see you more. And I said, maybe. So as long as he was here, he and I would joke about that. And he said, I thought I was in some kind of video. He said, I thought, surely I'm in pranked, and this is like hidden camera. But it was just ironic. It just worked out that way. But it was funny. So when I say I've been a butcher, I really didn't cut meat. I just sliced meat, took care of it. If somebody come in after hours, I would slice up ham or turkey or deli meat, stuff like that. And that was just what we did. If you was the one working at night, you was pretty much it. Because it was just small town, small stuff. So sometimes things are just funny like that. But as long as he was here, we would joke about that. It was funny. You're cracking me up, John. It was funny. I mean, I was even a little bit like, is this real? This guy has been, and I've been the only person he's seen today. He said, are you the only one in town? Do you have like 3 brothers? No, it's all me. Mama, how's everything you're cooking?
It's a cooking.
Do y'all want to hang around and see the finished product? Patsy, it's true. It's funny, but it's true. Hey, Ann, how are you? Mama needs an apron on. Yes, she does.
Oh, I forgot to
Mess up that. Mama, most of the time before we start videoing, I said, Mama, get your apron. Oh, I forgot it. She's very careful. She's not messed up yet. But she is wearing white, and I don't know what that top's made out of. It's a... Mom, what's that top made out of? It's almost silky or something.
It ain't pure silk or nothing.
No, but
I
it's...
guess polyester or whatever they call it.
It's something in it. Well, maybe... Was it... No, it feels like cotton or something. You wouldn't show a stain, would it?
Well, I know it's got so many lines and colors and marks and stuff on here.
Well, there's your biscuits ready to roll. These are just biscuits, folks. But if you find you some flaky honey biscuits, try them as a roll. We eat them like a roll. Now, we have eaten them for breakfast, but we've got buttermilk biscuits.
Buttery.
We make homemade sometimes, and sometimes we get the wampum biscuit. Do y'all have wampum biscuits?
I would have fixed homemade biscuits or rolls. I mean, not homemade rolls.
Or crescents.
But those was going to be out of date, and I don't want them to be out of date.
No, and they're good. We love them. They're very tasty. This meal's taking a little longer than some of the meals. But when you're doing live, sometimes that's what happens. We won't make you wait till these rolls come out, because that'll be another 15 minutes. The problem is we're using one little Easy Bake Oven, The Easy Bake is Mama's.
Is that brown enough for you?
Yes, ma'am. The Easy Bake is Mama's KitchenAid, as you all well know. Most of you do. Some of you new people might not. Look at that. How pretty. Look at that bubbling. It's brown just perfectly. That'll calm down in a minute. And it'll be delicious. And I'll tell you when it's even good, it's the next day when it's cold out of the refrigerator. You can eat that cold and it's good. A lot of people, when they taste that, they'll say, oh, I eat that like a dessert, like a pineapple dessert. I guess you could. We use it as a side dish. Anytime we have ham, pineapple casserole, at least we talk about it. We at least talk about, should we make a pineapple casserole? Sometimes Mama says, no, let's don't fool with one. Or no, we don't need it. I've got mashed potatoes and green beans. But it always gets mentioned when ham's in the picture. And a lot of times it makes the cut and we actually fix it. Don't we, Mama?
Yeah.
Do you need me to help you?
No, I just want to set the ham back in here until the biscuits get a little more done.
We might have should have fired up the old big oven today, Mama. You think?
Oh, what?
Fired up the big oven.
Oh, no, it's the ovens is all right.
Mama don't like the big oven. Now that she's got the Easy Bake. How?
The house is food for you, so we don't want to get it.
Mama don't care for the big oven.
I have to bend over and everything.
That is true. We should have made a wall mount oven here.
I know it.
I think you was the one that didn't want it.
Well, I'm so short.
I don't need that, she said. Now go ahead and you can make fun a little bit. We're having mashed potatoes and sweet potatoes. I know, but they're totally different. We like them. We like the mashed potatoes and the ham. Mama's laughing over here.
This is me. I have to.
Mama has to have that mashed potatoes. I probably would be okay without them. Mama has to have them. Get me mash them. I feel so useless, Mama.
Oh, you're doing a good job.
You want me to come over there and you come over here and talk?
No.
They'll accuse me of not helping you, so he just sits there and don't help Mama. They don't know what I'm dealing with.
You've got one, so I can use yours.
They don't know what I'm dealing with.
No, they don't. That needs pepper in it too.
Because you don't like what? Anybody.
I'd like to stay busy.
And I don't want anybody. What? Go ahead and finish it.
I don't know.
Messing around in my kitchen.
Well, now I don't care for you messing around in my kitchen.
Mama.
As long as you do it my way.
Let's do it this right way. You tolerate me messing around your kitchen, but you don't like it.
Well, when I'm cooking, I like to just get it and do it and get it done. I'm used to doing stuff by myself.
And if you're helping her, you'll see her. And
I am picky. I am picky. I hate to say that. But
like, for example, stay here, Mama. Don't run off. For example,
I gotta go
if
wash
this
my hands.
pot, now see, watch her. She's wanting to leave. This pot right here for these mashed potatoes, it's a beautiful pot. It's a Tupperware pot. But if I had gotten another pot besides this very one,
I'm picky. I'll admit
you would have
it.
said,
Why didn't you get the right kit list?
and you would have said, that's not the one
I use. Yeah, I would. I am a little picky.
I said, Mama, will it tear it up? No, but it ain't the one I use. Oh, the struggle's real. I may be the same way. I don't know.
Yeah, you probably are.
I don't think so. She'll say, that's not the one I use for that. And I never could understand why it would matter.
It just does.
It just does. It just does. Just does. Now these are just Irish potatoes, russets, out of a bag. We didn't get these out of the garden. She's boiled them in water and salt. And you just heard her tell me put pepper in them. Do they need salt too, Mama, or is that enough?
Wait until you get them nice to taste. And
Yes,
see
ma'am.
if they
I'm going to put a little pepper in them.
need any more salt. They might need a little bit. I didn't put a whole lot in.
Just pepper. There it comes. Now you don't want to over mash, and you don't hurt if there's a lump or two. And some of you are going to say, no lumps. That's a matter of opinion. Some people are lumpless, and some people don't mind a few lumps. This is just evaporated milk called cream.
If you leave a few lumps, they'll know they're fresh potatoes.
That's right, Mama. Mama don't care for a few lumps. She's not that one that says, whip them till they're lumpless. We don't leave them lumpy. Ours is pretty smooth. But when you're making fresh potatoes, you know, I don't want to overwork them because I don't want them to get waxy or tough. I want them to be, I don't stir them, you know. We want them fluffy. And potatoes are so starchy, and that starch breaks down and it turns kind of like glue. So if you find yourself with those gluey mashed potatoes and you don't like it, now those are about right for serving. See there? Can y'all see? So that's about what you want when you're serving them. You want them to hang on there. But we're not serving them immediately. It's going to be 2 or 3 minutes. So you want to make them a little soupier. You want them to be a little soupier than what you want to serve, because they turn into what you want to serve. Now if you want to put on the dog for the company, then you'll put this up in a serving bowl, and then they'll get cold quicker, and then they'll get waxier quicker. But see, those will be thicker in just a second. When it's just family, which you all are family, we just serve it out of the container. For one thing, it's not a bad looking container. For another thing, it's less of a bowl to wash. But the main thing is it stays hotter because that pot just come off the stove. So your meal, while you're eating it, those potatoes are going to stay hotter quite a bit longer.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, ma'am. Mama, you ain't me do anything?
I think we're about ready to eat.
We're ready to eat, she said.
In a few minutes.
Don't start asking to help now. You fooled around and waited. You fooled around and waited till I done it all, and then you start asking. You heard me ask her earlier, didn't y'all? This meal's taking a minute, folks, so this video will be a little longer. I apologize. I really do. But we will.
Took that long?
I feel like we have. Do y'all feel like we've been on here a while?
Does it say what time we do?
No, it may. I don't know. Sometimes I see it, and now I don't. Here's the ham. Mama says, show them the ham. Now that's the ham steak. See, they're in that water where the ham. No, we didn't add water. That's just where. So it's not like big old clumps of that syrup got left on it. It melts and just flavors and steams up in there. We're going to tell you what it tastes like in just a second. Let's see what y'all are saying while Mama's getting the rolls. The rolls are just about there. I put a dab of cheese in my mashed potatoes. Now I have had cheesy mashed potatoes and love them. I also have added sour cream or cream cheese. Well, sour cream and cream cheese. And then I even make a whole mashed potato thing that we call loaded mashed potatoes. And I usually leave the skin on the potatoes, especially with new potatoes, skin on the potatoes. And I put a little sour cream, a little butter, a little green onion. And they're delicious, delicious loaded mashed potatoes. We had those with steak sometime instead of a baked potato. But when we're having ham or something like this, that's one thing I can remember always. We had sweet potatoes or yams and mashed potatoes.
I didn't want no beans or nothing.
Beans?
I didn't want no green beans.
No, we don't need no green beans tonight. We've had, or to the Lord, it's not night, it's middle of the day. We don't need no green beans today. We've had them several days. You hear this?
Clicking of the forks.
I think it was Maggie. Come on around, Maggie. Let them see. Can they see you? Look at her. Maggie needs a beautician, and she don't even want one. Look at her. She hates the groomer. She hates to go. She hates everything about it, and I put it off as long as I can because I have to mentally prepare for it. Because she has to be muzzled. She is so terrified. It's just bad. I just wish her hair would stop growing. Because she hates it. The last time I cut her myself because she hates it less. She hates it less when I do it than when somebody else does it for her. But she bit at me even when I was doing it.
I was a witness to that.
Mama said, "Did she try to bite you?" I said, "Yeah, Mama." When she went, ah! That's what that was. She's desperately.
Snickered just a little.
Mom said, "She tried to bite you."
It was funny.
I said, "You think that?"
You want to? Here's those biscuits.
She didn't land. There they are. Look how beautiful. Mama, sweet potato stuff?
Yes.
Or yams? Yams? Do y'all know the difference between yams and sweet potatoes? And I'm not teaching, I'm asking. Do you all know what you like best about one or the other? Or do you all have a preference? Or is there a reason that we have both? I know they are different. I read about them. Because you can get yam patties. There is a difference in them. But I don't know why they're very close. Very close. Hello, Judy. How are you? Hey, Michelle. How are you? Woo, Mama. You think those are hot? No, you think Mama don't cook hot. Look at that.
It's still boiling sitting over here.
Oh, that's hot.
I know that's hot.
That'll stay hot a minute. Now, see, they kind of cook away, but you still have chunky enough they're in there. Mama, tell us what you put in there. Why'd you come over here, Mom?
I put just a squirt of syrup, just not even nothing, just a tiny bit of syrup.
Maple syrup, pancake syrup?
Yeah, and brown sugar to go with the flavor. The maple syrup and that with the ham, so they kind of match and stuff. But that's all I added.
Okay.
And they're in a, they say they're packed in a syrup to start with, so.
Oh, so you don't have to put much sweet?
No, nothing much.
Okay, Mama. Let's bless it, and we'll eat it, and we'll let these folks go. We've kept you all day.
It's beautiful. Took so long to cook this little dab of stuff.
Yeah, let us bless our food, and then we'll get right to it, I promise. I've got some contanglement over here.
Entanglement.
That caught right on that, just like it should have, but it didn't. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this wonderful meal. We thank you so much for these precious hands that prepared it, dear Lord, and we just want to ask you to bless it for the nourishment of our body. Dear Lord, bless those who aren't privileged to eat a meal, dear Lord, and we just pray that you'll be with them. Be with those in Kentucky that have faced such tragedy, dear Lord, with this flood. Be with each and every friend that we have today that's got a prayer request, those spoken and unspoken, dear Lord. Lead and guide and direct us. Be with us in all that we do. And we pray. Amen.
Excuse me.
What's wrong, Mama? Mama, there's ham. That's a big old piece of ham. Do you want a whole piece?
I think I'll get a knife and cut me one. Are you?
I'm going to give you half of this one.
Oh, okay. That's the way my son cut it, you know.
He's crazy, Mama.
Can't help it with him.
He's crazy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mama.
That was handy with my fork.
And here's some mashed potatoes. Now, see, I showed you how thin they were. Look at this. Perfection. They're not thick now. They're just right for serving. And they've sat there just a few minutes. Now, I know, Mama, you want mashed potatoes.
That's good.
I'm trying to make a hole for gravy that we don't even have.
Oh, you're trying to make a hole for something?
Yeah, gravy. I don't know why.
We got mashed potatoes.
That's enough of that, Mama.
Yeah.
That's enough sweet potatoes. Let me clean the edge of my plate. Now this is the good right here. Look at this. This is that pineapple casserole. Now if you let it cool,
it will cut.
It will cut a little better. But look, you can see that sweetness, and there's that cheese. Look at that. This is delicious, folks. You will not disappoint your family with this. The only way I could see is if they don't like pineapple, absolutely, or if they are allergic for some reason. Other than that, there's no reason they shouldn't love it. Should they, Mama?
No.
Everybody should.
You need a knife?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm going to try the pineapple casserole. Y'all seen how hot it was. Let's see if I can taste it.
Well, I'm not going to taste it.
Look at that. Look at that.
Ooh, cheesy.
Cheesy goodness. It's that cheddar cheese. Look at that. You can see that it's thick. So, 3 tablespoons of flour in a little piece. I didn't put enough even really to count. 3 tablespoons of flour was plenty to thicken it.
Delicious.
Reminds me of Easter and Christmas because that's when we normally have it. I'm glad you decided to have that, Mama.
I had it on my mind last night and got up with it on my mind. I thought, I'm fixing some ham today.
You know, ham's not something we normally go to. It's usually pork or something like that.
Steak. Hamburger meat, something with hamburger meat, or pork chops, or...
You got some on your...
Am I getting on my... Just like I did.
Just like the corn episode.
I eat corn. I take a bath in it. I have it all over.
The sweet potatoes are absolutely wonderful.
There's plenty sweet enough, but no more.
Yes. With a little bit of maple syrup, that was fine. This is delicious. The ham. Mashed potatoes, of course, is good. And I want to show y'all this biscuit. What we use as a roll. Look at this. Now I want to show you. Look at that. Look at that flaky deliciousness. And this is a canned biscuit. This is a wampum biscuit. Somebody asked me why I call them wampum biscuits. Because you have to wamp them on the counter to open them. True story. That is flaky and it's good. It's got a little bite of honey in it. It's good. Y'all have any questions? Why did we do something today? Love her top. Susan, thank you. I don't know. Have I seen that one before, Mama? Hi, Shirley. How are you? Hey, Karen. Looks delicious. It is. Sharon, can I taste? Yes, you can, Sharon. I'd love to have taste-o-vision. Oh, yum, Wendy. It's good. Y'all get you some ham. Open you up a can of sweet potatoes. And put a little maple syrup in them. A little brown sugar. Delicious.
Very little.
This pineapple casserole, if I made it the right way, it wouldn't look any different. I can't discern a difference when I make it the right way and when I make it, except there's chunks of pineapple in it, the tidbits. And some people like the chunks. I don't mind the chunks. It don't bother me, but I just soon have them crushed. I have used a can of tidbits and a can of crushed, but I don't drain it. I never waste that pineapple juice because you see how thick it is. It'll hold on that fork. It's not running out in the bottom, so why would I drain it? No reason. Absolutely delicious lunch. Thank you, Mama.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Folks, y'all find you something good to eat today. Make you some memories. Enjoy your life. Wake up in the morning just glad to be here. Mama, you got anything you want to add?
No. It's awful fattening, but I won't eat nothing else today. Don't have no desserts.
We'll try to eat a little healthy. Well, this is dessert.
That's
Time you got a little sugar in those 3 things, you're pretty much sugar and starch.
So I said we won't have no dessert. That'll help some.
Right. Good. Good for you. I don't think none of it's terrible. Sweet potatoes is superfood.
I'm surprised that those crackers is as crunchy.
Well, see, you put them in there and they get hard.
Round again. They're crunchy again.
Mama, if you don't have anything to add, tell them goodbye. Say goodbye, Mama.
Goodbye, Mama, and God bless you all.
Y'all have a blessed day. Bye-bye.